Well, morning, getting ready to go to work, just waiting on the car to warm up and get out there. I want to tell you one thing that I truly remember about Native Americans, and it always just made me think how amazing helpful they were to early settlers in upstate New York. Now, I live in this town called New Paltz, and at the bottom of it was this really old town that had been there forever, and then it grew into what it was, and it was New Paltz, and just like New York, like the city of York. And they when you go through the whole thing, it's kind of like a museum of a whole little town that's still there. And one of the things that I was always told from my mother, from many other people, is that the settlers originally wanted to put their houses and everything on the other side of the river, the Wallkill River, which surprisingly is one of only two rivers in the United States that flows south to north. It's truly strange, but yeah. And they said, don't build over there because that floods. You can plant your crops over there because that's some of the flattest lands in the mountain, because we live in basically in a valley in the mountains in upstate New York, the Catskills. And they truly did share how to start farming corn in smaller amounts. But yeah, so I was always brought up believing that we just worked in conjunction with Native Americans. And I don't know when they separated from that, but I've always known Native Americans, and I used to do a bunch of sweats when I was younger, and on the solstice, the winter solstice, the spring solstice, and all that stuff like that. And it was just a way to cleanse your body. And this is well before I came to God, but there was nothing wrong with it. It was about being one with the planet that you live in, not taking too much, and the stuff you did take, you appreciated it, you prayed for it, and you tried to use everything that you could when you got rid of it, when you used it, when you killed it to survive. And I always thought that'd be an amazing thing, and I never grew up thinking that Native Americans were bad. And I always tried to call them Native Americans because that's truly what they were. They weren't Indians. And yeah, it's funny how something like that, especially since that my little hometown, there's a big monument. It's a big rock that's been carved into. It now has a metal plaque on it that was in the center of this little tiny town that was not more than 10 houses. And they had a little store, a mercantile, and a church, a stone church. And they were Protestants. And for anybody who doesn't know what Protestant is, it's basically protesting Christians of the Christian church. And I didn't know that until just recently, actually, when I actually finally looked it up. And I was baptized Protestant because my mother was Protestant. And I don't remember any of that. And my mom never talked to it, but she assured me that I was. So I'll take that on her word, because she has never truly lied to me about anything. Maybe told me some fibs to make me not do some things, but that never really worked with me either, because I always just kind of wanted to do what people were telling me not to do. So in not all aspects, because she also told me what right and wrong was, because the way she was brought up in her Christian household, going to church every day. So I don't I wasn't born and raised hating Native Americans, and we truly did come together to help each other out, and that was a good thing. So it wasn't all bad, and it might not have turned out the best that it could for them, but they still thrive pretty good in upstate New York, and they have some beautiful land that they have reservations on, and I just thought I'd share that. It's not always about hate and anger, and may God bless us all. I hope you have a good day. One love, one race under Him, the human race, for all you racists out there. But we're just trying to do our part, and you're just trying to live your life sometimes. And we've got that confused somehow, and I think it's mostly because the rest of you are trying to get away from God, and I was trying to find Him. So yeah, have a good day. I'm gonna go do some work and try to do my best for my family and my God. Have a great day. Bye.